Welcome to our camper. This is a 2017 Forest River Vibe. My family of 3 plus 2 dogs just moved in here full time and it's time for a full tour. When you first enter inside, here is our living room and kitchen area. And if you can't tell, I fell in love with this camper immediately. It is a 2017, but it was renovated and I love the big white and beige look. I think it looks absolutely stunning. Our living room has a ton of storage. We have this storage compartment under here. We have one on the other side, and then this whole thing under here is also storage as well. We have a couple overflow kitchen items like our blender that were really hard to fit into the cabinets. So that's where these are. And then basically all the rest of this is outdoor equipment, anything from our camping gear to our hiking gear. There's fishing gear in there. There's softball equipment. You name it. Basically anything that you would normally put in a garage is basically underneath our whole living room couch. We bought these two little ottomans. One, they're great to prop your feet up when you're sitting on the couch, but two, they're full of blankets, so if we ever need one, they are readily available. We have a lot of storage up here. We basically have a bunch of cubbies to separate everything. Like I have my podcast equipment in here. I have notebooks in here and different things like that. This is my husband's little random collection in his tote. And then we have some books and we have some games as well. Then you move over here and we have more storage under here, which is awesome. And check out what this does. So this is our bedroom back here, which I'll show you in just a second. And on each side they have sliding doors. And if you open them all the way, you can actually take this, you pull this pin out, and you can rotate the TV so you can actually watch it in the living room instead. I mean, look at how awesome that is. It took 2 seconds, very little effort, and you can have a TV in your bedroom or a TV in the massive living room. Now, coming into our bedroom, again, we have the sliding doors, and we have plenty of storage in here as well. We have my closet, Tyler's closet, and then we have all these storage cubes up here and things like that. We have a lot of books. And then this mattress is actually, there's a lot of storage underneath here. We put little shoe racks on here to be able to store shoes all the way around the perimeter. And then if you lift the mattress up, there's a piece of plywood under here with a lot of storage. So literally all of this, and it goes all the way to the other side of the bed, is all storage, and we have all kinds of things under there. Next is going to our fully functioning kitchen. We have our stove, we have our oven, we have our microwave, our fridge, just like any other kitchen. I do wish that we had more sink space, but that's just one of those sacrifices you have to make. And we have some really cool features in here. This glass over here will fold down on top of the stove, so if you're not using the stove, you can use that as more counter space. And there's a lot of storage underneath here, and our son is a really sensitive sleeper, so when we get him to bed, we are not messing with him. So we have this button right here that will turn on some lights. I don't know if you can really see them underneath there like that. So we can light up this whole area without having to worry about waking him up. And we also have a little shoe cabinet, which is nice so we don't track the mud all throughout the camper. Moving on, we're going to go look in our full bathroom. We have our toilet, our son's training toilet that he still won't use. And then we have our counter space, we have our cabinets, and we have our full shower. Now, I'm 5'1", so I don't have this issue, but my husband's head is pretty high up there. He takes up a lot of the space in here, but it's not a big deal to anyone that's shorter than he is. He's about 6'1", 6'2". So we have this cabinet space up here, which I wish we had a little bit more of, but we also have this open area that's really helpful to have as well. We do have to use specific toilet paper because our toilet does not have water in it. So basically we have this foot pedal down here that we hit to flush it, and it'll put the water in it and flush everything all at the same time. So we have to have quickly dissolving toilet paper. So this is very specific and very important that we do that. The next thing we have is an addition to our kitchen, which is our massive pantry. Now it may look like it's full in here, but as you can see, there's a whole air fryer up there. So basically there's so much space up here. We really need to organize this. And we have plenty of room if we need it. So I was not the smartest, and I forgot to buy the smaller bag of dog food, but normally our dog food fits right in here perfectly, but I bought the bag that was too big on accident, so it's just sitting over there for now. And we also have some extra towels over here because, again, just our storage in our bathroom's a little limited. Next is my favorite part, which is our son's room. We have our two dogs, Sky and Chunk, over there. We have a whole nother bunk up here, which we've really just turned into storage. This is a bunch of climbing equipment that our son loves, so it's nice to be able to just put it up here, and it's an easy grab whenever he wants to play with it. We have our luggage over here because we use it quite often, just going different places. And obviously we've turned this bottom area into a dog kennel. There used to be a couch under, or like a futon underneath here, and we were able just to take it out and take their current dog kennel. We spray painted it and basically took the walls apart, and we're able to make just one solid wall across there. So that's where the dogs sleep and eat, and there's plenty of room in there for them. We have this we've turned into a little coat closet, and then down here we really just have like diapers and things. We have our washing machine and dryer, which is acting up at the moment, so we're hoping we can fix it, but hopefully when we get it fixed, it'll be a really helpful tool for us. And we have a little space heater because it gets really cold in here, so we want to make sure our son's room temperature is nice, otherwise he will wake up a million times. And this is our pin collection that we have. Every time we go somewhere cool, we find a pin for him and add it on here, and I have the dates on the back of every single one of these pins, and I just absolutely love how this is turning out. So this is Easton's closet. He has everything he needs in here. We have diapers and hangers, and then this is obviously where the fun happens. So we replicated a crib by using netting instead. So this perimeter around here is all nailed and stapled all the way around. And then whenever he wants to go to sleep, we just take this corner and put it on this hook, and there's other nails and things like that we hook it onto, and that's where he sleeps for the night. So he's extremely safe. We don't have to worry about him falling out or anything like that. And we have a blackout curtain because that's a little window up there, but again, our son is a very sensitive sleeper, so we also have a blanket that's just kind of hung over the curtain rods over there. But there's plenty of space for him, and he's got a pillow in there, some stuffed animals, and he actually loves his new big kid bed. We also have, so this used to be a second bunk. This room used to be able to sleep like 4 or 5 kids, and so there was a bunk that was laying flat here, so we actually folded it up in case we ever want to use it in the future, and we were able to take his cubbies from his nursery, his bookshelf from his nursery, along with his sign that I'm obsessed with, and we filled it up with toys. And of course we already have relatives asking what he wants for the holidays and things like that, so we will have to go through all of this, but right now everything fits in here perfectly, and we even have room for a couple of those like oversized toys. They just kind of have to hang out in their box until we are ready to use them. Now that you've seen the inside, it's time to head back outside. So not only do we have an indoor kitchen, but we also have an outdoor kitchen. Now we haven't gotten to use this much yet because of the weather, but basically we have all of these storage cabinets, we have a light, we have a grill, a sink, a mini fridge, really anything that you need out here, we have it. And then once you get the grill out, there's actually even a little rack for it. So you basically just take the thing off and then you're able to swivel it all the way out here and actually cook over here. You also have some outlets outside, which I work from home, so I love having the flexibility to work outside when the weather's nice. You also have storage that goes all the way across to the other side of the camper. The front of the camper is where all of our propane sits, and then we have city water connection that we can hook up right here. We have fresh water connection, which we can hook up here, and we have an auxiliary shower, which we haven't used yet, but we're looking forward to being able to hose off the baby and the dogs before we let their muddy selves run through our camper. Lastly, we have this awning that is literally controlled by a button right here. And this is where the magic happens. This is where our water pump is. This is where our water heater is. This turns on a bunch of different lights, both inside and outside, and this is how we get all of our slides in. So it's nice to have a control panel where everything is just all in the same place. So it may not be this 2,200 square foot house or anything like that, but this camper truly has everything that we need, and I'm so thankful that we got to make this transition. What questions do you have about this camper? Do you think you could live in it?